into it. She's really, and this is the majority of black women, she's really upset with this man over his personal life choices, as if it personally affects her. That's what triggered me. She really has to get herself together because Alfonso Ribeiro, aka Carlton, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, married a white woman.
So I'm responding to Alfonso Ribeiro.
As if he's ever going to watch anything you do.
His comments that he made about not being accepted by the black community.
Fair use, fair use, fair use.
And for those of y'all that don't know who Alfonso Ribeiro is,
all right, thank you, Charlize.
He is.
No, you should be saying for those that don't know who Rashida Strober is, because we know who Alfonso is. And in case you hadn't realized, Alfonso Ribeiro is a Hispanic name. In case you hadn't noticed that. He's like a negrito. In case you hadn't noticed. A mestizo, whatever. He not fully black.
He's the person that played on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the 90s, a sitcom back in the 90s. So my question to...
You couldn't say Carlton?
Alfonso Ribeiro, and I'm speaking from a dark-skinned black woman.
Charlize.
Perspective.
No. You're speaking from an ugly, dark-skinned black woman's perspective. There's a big difference because you're equating looks with skin color, and there's so many beautiful, extra dark-skinned women like yourself. You just don't happen to be one of them.
Yes. Because that's all I can speak from. So, dark-skinned women, are we supposed to feel sorry for you? I mean, this is what I'm trying to understand about some of these black men and their selfish fucking ways. Because
he married a white woman, that makes him selfish. I don't understand how his personal choice to marry a white woman instead of a black woman makes him selfish. Newsflash, black women do not own black men. They don't even own houses and cars, most of them. But that's another story.
I feel like your comments, your sentiment is very fucking selfish. I feel like as the most disadvantaged and disenfranchised woman in the world.
No, you're not. Stop it. You could have said that in 1922. But you're not disadvantaged and disenfranchised. Stop the foolishness. The victim mentality. The woe is me mentality. This is why people like Dr. Umar Johnson are problematic, because they preach the white man, the white man, the white man, when we're not going to act like the white man doesn't play a role in a lack of some opportunities. But to sit here and act like solely because you are a dark-skinned woman that you are at a disadvantage in 2021, when Lupita Nyong'o, whatever the freak her name was voted most beautiful woman in the world not too long ago. And she's just as dark as you, if not darker. And it didn't say most beautiful black woman. It said most beautiful woman, period. So stop it.
Who always has her beauty in question, who's discriminated against, for him to come out with these type of comments about not being accepted or being black enough is, it's a joke to me.
You're a joke to me.
You run off with a white woman, with a non-black woman, with a non-dark-skinned woman.
So it's not, she wants black men to not only marry black women, but they have to be dark skinned, yet her boyfriend is high yellow, like my sisters. Like, this is the hypocrisy and the cognitive dissonance that most black women deal with or display. Because, and she'll always say things like, my light skinned boyfriend, my light skinned boyfriend. But let a black man get on here talking about his girl, and he don't even talk about her being light skinned. But if she happens to be light skinned, he's gonna go off.
That's what you chose. That's the woman that you chose. Neglecting and pushing aside your own black woman.
Again, Alfonso Ribeiro is biracial, in case the name didn't hint that off. What up, Salt Lake?
You chose to be with a non-black, non-dark-skinned woman, but then have the audacity and the nerve to turn around and say that you're not accepted by black people as much. It shows me the level of that some of these black men, the level of empathy, the level of feeling that they have towards the dark-skinned black woman. See, I'm speaking from the perspective of a dark-skinned black woman. Obviously, I'm speaking from the perspective of a black person.
No. Again, you are speaking from the perspective of an ugly, dark-skinned black woman. That's why men don't like you. You don't have the same experience as a beautiful, dark-skinned black woman. Please understand that. So that's why dark-skinned black women that are beautiful look at you like, what?
But we're talking about man and woman, because let's address the elephant in the room. You saying this because you got a white wife. Who does you having a white wife impact more? That impacts the black woman more than anybody else.
Seriously? Seriously. It's his job to make black women feel good about themselves. Like, seriously?
Because you chose to marry this female. You're a man choosing to marry a woman, and it's not a black woman, it's a white woman. So it impacts the black dark-skinned woman more than anybody else. I mean, I wonder,
You really expect this man to wake up and be like, I wonder who I'm going to pick to marry, but I have to make sure that I don't offend black women. Why? That is not his job to make you have high self-esteem. The key words is self-esteem. That's your own job.
wonder how it impacts the black woman's self-esteem and
That's like me waking up and having to eat right to take care of my diabetes and acting like what I eat is going to impact every other diabetic on the planet. Like what I eat is going to affect their blood sugar. You're acting like what this man does is going to affect how you how you sleep and how much money you make.
psyche when they see you with your white wife. Alfonso.
Listen to this. Let me hush. He said, listen. I said he.
Because you chose to marry this female. You're a man choosing to marry a woman, and it's not a black woman, it's a white woman. So it impacts the black dark-skinned woman more than anybody else. I mean, I wonder, do you wonder how it impacts the black woman's self-esteem and psyche when they see you with your white wife?
Seriously? He is supposed to care what a black woman feels when he's out with his white wife. And you said this with a straight face.
Alfonso Ribeiro, since you talked about how you get these stares from people or whatever the case may be, you know, people, whatever they do to you or whatever they say to you. Do you ever think about, do you black men of the ilk of
First of all, do you ever think about why black men may be more attracted to white women? Because attitude plays a big part in it. And I'm not just guessing, I'm talking about what they actually say. And attitude plays a big part in that. You seem angry, and they're not trying to hear all of this all day, every day. Like angry for no reason. Like if you can get this angry over something that doesn't personally affect you, imagine how angry you'll get over something that does. See, women have a way of thinking that men are stupid and that they don't think about these things. Men are very smart and they know who they want to marry and who they want to bring home to mama.
the Rafonso Ribeiros of the world? When y'all sitting up here complaining and whining about what y'all go through being he said mixed race couple, do you ever stop to think about the way that that makes a black dark skinned woman feel while you're feeling sorry for yourself? What about how the dark skinned black woman feels? It's like these men in the black community, you want the blackness, you want the benefits of blackness, but you want to marry and sleep white. I call bullshit, Alfonso
And I call it the Jesse Jackson syndrome.
Rivera, and I don't feel sorry for you.
And you have crazy eyes.
I don't feel sorry for you at all. I don't.
Have you ever stopped to think of the fact that he is biracial? And so one of his parents are not black. So he's coming from a total different experience than what a normal black person would experience. And also, even if he wasn't mixed, he has the right to date whoever he wants to date. He has a right to have a preference for whatever he wants. Not everybody is going to like dark-skinned women, just like not everybody is going to like light-skinned women. It's okay if they come on here and trash light-skinned women, though, right? Right? Yeah, But when they say something about a dark-skinned woman, you're not keeping that same energy.
What I feel sorry, who I feel sorry for, is these little black girls that every turn they gotta turn around and see themselves devalued.
So because he has a white wife, that means that a black girl should feel devalued. And I showed a video not too long ago where she was putting these type of thoughts in her child's head when a little light skinned girl was by her and it was doing Halloween time, and she said she felt like the light skinned little girl got more candy than her daughter, and she told her daughter it's because she was dark skinned. She's filling her daughter's head with this foolishness at an early age, and that baby ain't got to be nothing but more than 6 or 7 or 8 years old. And this is the stuff I'm talking about. Trauma. She needs therapy. Seriously.
As a result of the marriage choices made by their own men, where black men are not choosing them, they're choosing other races of women.
Again, these are lies being spread. The majority of black people marry other black people. That's how you exist, ma'am. That's how millions upon millions of dark skinned and brown skinned black people exist. Stop spreading the false narrative that black men do not like or marry or date black women.
Do you ever think about it from that aspect while you're feeling sorry for yourself that you're so-called not accepted by the...
Also, most men tend to date what their mother looks like. So what if his mother is Hispanic, seeing that he has that last name and first name, Alfonso Ribeiro, or some other type of light skin? Again, what makes it wrong? Oh, because you're not light skin. Okay.
Black community. What about these little black girls? What type of example, but I truly believe that black people, you saying you ain't accepted by black people.
What about the dark-skinned black men who get treated wrong as well? See, I said keep that same energy. You're never making it about the little dark-skinned black boys who get overlooked by the little light-skinned or the mixed boys either. I told y'all it's an epidemic online with Paris Milan's roll around always talking about the struggle of the dark-skinned black woman. And it's like a gender war within the black community, but it's like a colorism war as well. They only want to talk about the struggle of the dark-skinned black woman. Or now, you know what? Or just black women in general. If you look at Paris Milan's channel, not what black men go through. And so it's just like, I'm not going to be pro-black woman only. If I'm going to be pro-black, I'm going to be pro-black, period. I'm not going to, not stand up for black men.
Truly believe that black people don't give a fuck about black girls. I truly believe that the black community doesn't give a fuck about the development of black girls and what the fuck they gotta go through. And the images that they see growing up. And how that impacts their psyche. And how that impacts their self-esteem. And how that impacts how they see themselves when they see their black men not choose them. Alfonso Ribeiro, have you ever thought about it that way? Because I can't really feel sorry for you, because I already know that while complaining about so-called not being accepted by black people, you're enjoying your black male privilege. You're enjoying
What's up, mama?
Some of that white privilege from your white wife. You're also enjoying celebrity privilege. You're not this sad, pitiful case. You enjoying privilege that...
Have you ever thought that maybe some of those black women weren't attracted to him? And have you ever thought that because he was in Hollywood, that there are more white women in Hollywood than there are black women? And so he just chose to date what was around him. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe there weren't enough black women in his tax bracket, ma'am. Have you ever thought about that? But you want to make it seem like somebody actively went out and sought somebody that didn't look like you because of self-hate or whatever the case may be. It's always got to be some type of ulterior motive or conspiracy against black women. Maybe he married what was attracted to him, right? Or what was attractive to him. Again, black men are not obligated to black women. But most of the time, black women are not attracted to a Alfonso Ribeiro. They're attracted to the baby. They're attracted to the baby. They're attracted to a T.I. They're attracted to Lil Wayne. They're attracted to Soldier Boy. They're attracted to Little Bow Wow. So if he had Becky being attracted to him, are you going to fault him for that? Again, no accountability in the black female. Maybe they didn't come on to him. Maybe they weren't smiling. Maybe they weren't friendly. Maybe they weren't approachable. Never know. Why are you so pressed? There was a black woman who got completely offended on Kevin Samuel's show when he just suggested the thought of smiling at black men. You can't tell me what to... Nobody have time for that. Nobody want to deal with that.
A lot of black people, the majority of black people will never, because you was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. People gonna always know you for that. People gonna always know you for that, okay? You're enjoying certain levels of privilege that black people, the majority of black people, will never get a chance to enjoy.
So that should answer your own question. So if the majority of most black people would never get to enjoy that type of lifestyle, then who do you think he's around, ma'am? Women of other races.
So I'm just having a hard time.
So how are you having a hard time figuring out why he would marry a white woman?
Looking at this and feeling sorry for you or feeling bad for you. You chose the person that you wanted to choose.
What? You mean choose? You chose to say the wrong word.
Choose to marry. You chose that. You could have chose a black woman. But
you could have chose a dark-skinned man, but you chose a high yellow man, and you choose to always talk about his light skin.
You chose to date outside of your race.
You could have chosen to wear a different pair of glasses.
You made that decision.
And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that decision. Like, I'm not understanding.
That was your decision. So now, I mean, it's like black people, we have to accept.
She is acting like somebody came on TV having sex with the devil. Yeah, we know who did that. Or a young thug with his new pink dreads. Go on that Piff in the community section on YouTube and you'll see that. She's acting like this is something so out of the ordinary, like so shocking that she's just in disbelief. She's flabbergasted.
Every fucking thing. We can't have any type of, particularly black dark-skinned women. We can't have any feeling, emotion about any damn thing. What?
Yes, you do. That's all you do. You're doing it right now. You always mad about something. You always complaining about something. You always want your voice to be heard.
Whatever is done to us in America, no matter if it's there to set up to destroy us, whether people realize it or not, we have to fucking accept it.
What? Seriously? She's mad that he married a white woman and she has to accept it. You literally don't have to do anything. You can act like it doesn't exist because it doesn't personally affect you.
A dark black skinned woman cannot be upset when she sees a black man that is not married to a black woman. We cannot be upset. That's the ones who I feel fucking sorry for, Alfonso Rivera. I don't feel sorry for you at all.
I feel sorry for you sitting in a car on a beautiful day that the Lord has made that you could be out there enjoying, and you choose to waste your time while somebody dead would love to be in your place to go enjoy another day in the land of the living. You choose to be in a car complaining about a man that you will never possibly never meet because he married a woman that doesn't share his same race or complexion. This is astounding.
I just don't see it.
You should be able to see people that aren't even born yet with them glasses. So stop it.
And I just know that you have enjoyed a life of privilege beyond.
Because he worked hard and he deserves it.
On the scope of what the average, everyday, normal black person, dark skin.
First of all, you idiot. And I try to refrain from calling people idiots, but he's experienced a type of life that most people don't enjoy. Not just black, most people in general, because most people aren't famous.
Black woman would ever enjoy.
Most people aren't getting residuals from a popular sitcom. So stop it. Stop always trying to make it seem like black people are just the underdog. They're inherently broke. They're inherently, ugh.
I know. And for you to just come out saying stuff like this.
For you to just come out saying stuff like this and you somebody mama. That's the scary part. Besides your face, that's the scary part.
That you're not accepted in black circles and whatnot. I'm paraphrasing. To me, it's more of a slap in the face from a black man who's chosen to devalue, because you may not think you are, but your actions, we have to go off a person's actions, who has chosen to devalue.
Because he didn't choose a black woman, that means he devalues a black man. That means he devalues black women. Like, make that make sense, please.
Woman in general, and the dark-skinned black woman in particular, by not marrying
She can make fire with the reflection of the sun from them glasses if she just pointed on her dashboard.
A black or
If she
dark skinned woman.
pointed on her dashboard, that whole car gonna explode.
And now you're asking for, you know, black people, us as black people, as black women, to have some level of empathy for you because you're in a mixed race relationship is like pouring salt onto an open wound. It's like pouring water onto fire.
The entitlement is real. And the crazy part is most black women share this same ideology as if black men belong to them. I'll never get it.
It's like kicking a man when the man is all a person when the person is already down. You're just not making sense. To me, you're not making sense. You got what you want. You are with the person that you chose to be with.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. You would think that somebody would marry who they want to be with. Did you expect him to marry somebody that he didn't like or that he didn't want? See, it's something that you may be hard. It may be hard for you to grasp this concept or to accept, but not all black men find dark skinned black women attractive. Get over it.
And you now want someone to feel sympathy for you. When I look around at our black community, and I think to myself, because I know that we need all the black men and women that we can get stand together because of the state of the black community and the destruction that we in. When I look at that,
the destruction that we are in with the drugs and the black on black crime and the fatherless homes, that is more important than the complexion of a partner of a black person. Like, we have bigger fish to fry. Just like there are bigger, they're probably not bigger glasses that you could have chose. I'm sorry, chosen.
can't feel sorry for you. How could I feel sorry for you and empathize with you when the black community as a whole got way bigger fish to fry and you living
Exactly, like I just said, and you worried about the color of his partner.
I said, you living on another level that most black people would.
She'd be the type of idiot that, say for instance, he wanted to give back to like a poor black neighborhood. She'd be the type of, like, she was over like the nonprofit organization. She wouldn't accept his money because he's married to a white woman. She's the type that, remember when she found out George Floyd's girlfriend was white, she didn't want to protest anymore. Like, just stupid.
Will never
right, empathize, right. Right.
Joy, how am I supposed to, as a black dark-skinned woman on the bottom of the fucking barrel?
You're on the bottom of the barrel? Seriously? I thought you were a successful playwright and all this other extra stuff. And I thought you had all these successful books. And I thought you invented the term darkism and all this other extra stuff. So you're still on the bottom of the barrel?
On the bottom of the goddamn barrel, supposed to feel sorry for you. Alfonso.
You're at the bottom of the barrel because you choose to be. And you choose to continue to believe this.
Barrel. What do you want? What do you want from black people? What do you want from dark-skinned black women? In terms of this cry for empathy, what exactly are you expecting? You got who you want.
Charlie.
It's a slap in the face to black women. I don't give a fuck if black women don't say this. A lot of black women are fucking in denial. And a lot of black women that go around saying this don't bother them. Y'all are lying. Y'all are fucking lying.
Literally, when I see a white woman at the store or anywhere with a black man, it does not bother me. That man has a right to date who he wants to date. It should bother you if he dated her and then he down talk black women. Then that should bother you. But otherwise,
I'ma say it. It bothers me. And it
Basically, I'm saying it only bothers black women with low self-esteem.
bothers a lot of other black women when a black man don't marry a black woman. It does. So the black women out there that's lying and saying they're not bothered by it, that's bullshit. Yeah, there's some black women out there that are not bothered by it. But I guarantee you that there's more bothered by it than not bothered by it. A lot of us are just embarrassed.
He is not my man, so I would not be concerned where he decides to put his penis or who he decides to procreate with.
Because society has made us is trying to force this fucking narrative. All this love who we love. Fuck that. Not at the detriment of my community. I don't have to love.
You are the detriment of your community by having this negative mind state and mind frame because you further promote the stereotypes that black women are angry.
I don't have to operate off of this false, fraudulent love who you love narrative. No, I don't have to do any of that. No.
And then you'll freaking never be married, probably. And you'll be angry and you'll be yelling at your screen for the rest of your life since you don't want to do that.
No.
Okay. Looks like a child. No. No. 2-year-old does that. No.
So I'm trying to understand, what the fuck do you want from black people? What the fuck do you want from black women? What the fuck do you want? You made your choice. You made your choice. I just don't understand. I just think some of these selfish ass black men, they want it all. They want to be able to enjoy the benefits of being blackness while throwing a non-black woman in the fucking face of black women. Y'all motherfuckers ain't making no goddamn sense. And then you want somebody to feel sorry for you? You're not fucking making any sense. Make it make sense, Alfonso Ribeiro.
Again, he is not fully black. I always give a pass to people. First of all, I give them a pass anyway because they can do what the freak they want to do. But I always give a pass to a biracial person because they're both. They can date who the freak they want to date.
I always felt like you didn't really like black women any fucking way.
Why does it matter?
Keep that even when I was growing up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
He never did anything in that show to make you, that I know of, to make you think. And even if he did, that would have been his character and not him personally.
Hey, Selena. Hey, Karma. Hey, Dark Matter. Hey, everybody that's watching.
Oh, Selena. 9 times out of 10, that's not a black woman based on the name. So why are you even speaking to her? Because if a black man married Selena, you'd have a problem with that.
I just had this sense that, oh, this dude don't really like black women. And when I say don't like black women, I'm saying as terms of marrying and dating. That is what I mean. Marriage and dating. To me.
And Lindell, I'm sorry, Alfonso has every right to date who he wants to date. You need to stop going around talking about being a strong black woman. Because that's why they single and they so strong when they feel like they don't need y'all. So when you go around talking about being a strong black woman and wonder why they so independent and wonder why they don't want y'all, stop spreading the narrative. Because strong means that they don't need you. Strong means I make my own money. Strong means I pay my own bills. Strong means I don't want to date you.
If your ass ain't married to a black woman.
And I'm telling you that from the perspective of a black woman and what the older black women teach us. Independence.
Your ass ain't married to a black woman, honey. You don't, that's not what you fucking like.
Independence, meaning don't depend on no man and don't need no man and you don't need no man.
Because if somebody likes
for anything, including sex,
something, they gonna go get what they fucking like.
Exactly.
That's how human beings operate.
Exactly. So he don't have a right to do that? Because you would feel some type of way if you see him with a white woman?
That's how human beings operate. By the way, my cash app.
But I'm not doing it. This Rashida Lala bull crap.
It's $Rashida Lala. Once again, my cash app is $Rashida Lala.
What have you done to deserve a cash app?
And for those of y'all that don't know, I just kind of went directly into what I wanted to say about this whole Alfonso.
Right, you were that big mad. Normally, do an introduction about what you have doing, what you got going on, and how you were the first dark skin activist and all this foolishness. You were that bothered that you didn't even do your intro.
So Rivera thing. My name is Rashida Strober. I'm the world's first and only dark skin activist. I'm the reason anybody on YouTube, reality TV, I'm the reason all of them talk about dark skin and colorism. I started it all off.
You're dumb because you weren't the first dark skinned woman to be born. Therefore, you're not the first one to experience or talk about it. The freak out of here.
For 40 or more dollars, cash app.
You tried it.
Rashida Strober.
You tried it.
Who the fuck they want to choose. A man definitely gonna choose who he want to choose. You made your choice, Alfonso Ribeiro. Now you want somebody. Now you want the black community, the women that you rejected, the very fucking women that you rejected. Yes, Alfonso Ribeiro, you rejected.
But yeah, Lindell, don't come over here with that mentality. Like I'm not the type of woman that I want a man to tell me what he think I want to hear, because that's not gonna work with me. Oh, you're gonna be a strong black woman. What's wrong with a strong black woman? Because you are just as bad and problematic as the woman running around talking about I'm a strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man. Like, you don't understand that you're hurting yourself by promoting that. Or your chances of actually getting some pussy. I hate people that put their agenda for getting pussy higher than the greater grand scheme of things to help the black community is to change the mind of the black woman. That's the poison. Don't come over here Derek Jackson and in the chat. Like, nah.
Rejected black dark skinned women. You didn't marry one. You fucking rejected us. Now you want us to show you some empathy and some sympathy. You're not making any fucking.
Let's not talk about all the black women that probably rejected him. No. Because he chose a white wife, that means he rejected a black woman. What?
Sense. Make it make sense, Alfonso Ribeiro. You can't have it both ways. This is the problem with a lot of these men. Y'all heard that saying?
What's the problem with the women? Oops. Women don't have no problems. We strong black women.
A lot of these black men, they were sleeping white. They'll talk that black stuff. They want the black power shit.
Why you not on here talking about Serena Williams and her white husband? Why you not on here doing that? Just like Paris Milan on there crying about dark skinned men dating other women of races, but it posts Serena and her husband talking about, you go girl. Date out. Why? Keep that same energy.
They want to be up, but you don't want to fucking marry a black woman. That's the real black power. Don't you understand? If you really want to be on your...
Marrying a black modern woman is like marrying another man, because they want to wear the pants and they want to call the shots. Oops. I said it. And I'm going to end this video.
Black power shit.
I'm going to end this video because all she's doing is basically repeating everything that she's already said. So if you want to see her cry some more and make dark-skinned black women look bad, go to Dark Skin TV. I repeat, go to Dark Skin TV. I'm about to go enjoy my dinner and not be angry and upset at Alfonso Ribeiro. Like, I'm not going to do that. Most brothers that date white women look at them as trophies and can't handle. Oh, my God. You shouldn't have to handle a black woman. Who wants to have to handle a black woman? Nobody wants to come home and have to handle something. They just want peace. I told you, you're part of the problem. They can't handle a strong black woman. Strong is attitude. Strong is complaining and nagging. Strong is keeping you on child support and back child support for the rest of your life. Strong is always having something negative to say. Ain't nobody got time for that. You can't handle me. Thank you, Charlize. Maybe he can go to a strong black woman's channel. I can't.